One day, I woke up and decided I want to be an artist. I'm kidding. It didn't happen like that at all. In fact, I've been an artist for as long as I can remember, and my mom says even before I could talk. I always knew that art was going to be a big part of my life, but I didn't know how I was going to make that possible with the practical expectations of having a career, of figuring all of that stuff out. So little by little I started to convince myself that it maybe wasn't that important. And I took a degree in entrepreneurship. I started freelancing, doing other creative skills such as copywriting, graphic design. But at the end of the day, there was one lingering feeling that I had no matter what I did, which was that I spent the whole day doing a bunch of other stuff and I didn't get to spend any time on making art. And I'm someone who likes to lead life with joy and exploration, curiosity, wonder. And without creation in my life, there was something major that was lacking. So I thought to myself for a while, and by a while I mean years, something that's been pending in my head, in my subconscious for a long time. But I didn't know how I was gonna make it possible for myself until recently. I started becoming more and more dissatisfied in the current job that I had. Even though the job was good, it was a creative job. Many people would consider it a dream job. But again, I kept having that lingering feeling like I spent the whole day today doing other people's work. When am I gonna live my truth? When am I gonna do the things that I've always dreamed of? And so one day I decided, no, it's either now or never. It's either I quit the job now and just go full on into this imaginary art career that I want. And it's scary because you don't know how it's gonna turn out. You don't know who's gonna support you. You don't know whether all the assumptions you had about your art, whether it's good or bad or whether people will like it, will come true. So quitting my job and deciding that it's either now or never that I'm gonna become a full-time artist, it was a big leap of faith. And I had to trust myself that I had the talent in me, that I had the motivation, but also the energy to keep a business running. Because when you decide you're gonna become your own artist, everything you do in your day kind of accounts toward that. I started to really believe that I am the person that I dream of. I started to really visualize myself living the life that I want, which is to achieve everything that I loved in my childhood. And in fact, on this manifestation journey, I managed to unearth a few relics from my childhood where I've literally written down my dreams of becoming an artist, a skateboarder, and a rock star. That's what I want the world to know me for. That's what I want the world to see. And so, take the leap of faith. And because I believed in myself and because I saw the vision for myself, this path is surprising me. And by surprising me, I mean that in the past 2 days, I've had my first viral video and that's got me gaining like over like 1,500 followers in just like under a month. I almost have 2,000 followers in a month, and to me that's like amazing because I've never had that kind of reach before. I said, okay, I'm gonna quit my job and let me just see how far I can take this. I know there are people in the world who would love my art, and let me see where they are. Let me see if I can find them. Let me see if I can show them my art, and let me see if they love it and if they want to follow me on my journey. And yeah, we'll see where the rest takes us, but it's going pretty well so far, and that's because I had faith in myself. So kids, follow your dreams, keep going, and like really believe what you want. Like really believe that you already have it, believe that you can get there, believe that it's meant for you. That's what I have to say. The job that I had was not bad by any means. It was very accommodating of the type of person I am, how much I love to travel. It was very flexible, and it was also a creative job to an extent. Like I was doing graphic design, UI, UX, and it was a creative agency basically. But when I realized that, I need to step away from this and really try my best with the art, with pursuing art as a career, was when I just realized that every single time somebody would ask me, or I would ask myself, like, when was the last time I made art? I would always have this excuse, like that I'm too tired or that I didn't have enough time in my day because I'd spent all day doing someone else's work. And of course, I was getting paid for it and stuff, but honestly, that trade-off didn't seem right to me. It didn't seem logical for me to spend more time in my already short life doing someone else's work while I could just work really hard on the thing that I love and make that my whole life. And once I started thinking like that, like I started really visualizing kind of what that would look like for me. And I started seeing visions of who I was, like a year down the line, 2 years down the line, 3 years down the line. I saw myself at my exhibition. I saw myself publishing my first book. I saw myself living in a beautiful house surrounded by art with people that I love. And like all of those things made it more possible for me to just say, like, yes, this is the right decision at this time. And when I made the decision too, I had to have faith in myself and, say it with confidence, right? I had to say with confidence that this is for me. This is the life that I want to live. And honestly, at that point, I had no doubt about it. It's the truth that I've known for pretty much my entire life, right? Like, I was born an artist. I've always known this. And to do anything else just felt wrong. So, yeah. So then I put in my 2 months notice. And then I said sayonara to my job. And here we are. It's been a month since I've just had time to myself to do art. I've started a new series. I've contacted people about my gallery for, putting on an exhibition at the end of the year. I've contacted numerous artists and curators to help advise me to put together my exhibition for the end of the year. And I've printed a new batch of stickers. I put up my online shop. I've started getting orders. Yesterday, I just got my first international order from a random stranger. And that feeling, was unmatched. I was beaming yesterday. I felt so good. And I was just so happy. And, oh man, it was 1 month since I started my new art page. my normal Instagram page was not doing so well for my art. People were reacting to different things of mine, like my skateboarding or whatever, but I wasn't attracting the right audience that I wanted for my art. And I knew that they were out there, like people who like funny, whimsical, like weird art, people who like surreal stuff, people who like nods to their childhood, you know, stuff like that. And I knew they were out there, but I couldn't get them. So I decided to try and just make, you know, a new page, which was very focused on that, just only posting my art. And it's been a month and I have almost 1,700 followers. Love you guys. And I also had my first viral video. So I just can't believe that, you know, hundreds of thousands of people are seeing my art. Like, that's incredible. It's so incredible. Like, I'd always complain about, you know, the task, the chore of social media and whatnot, but when you lean into it with some love, like, I don't know, this past month, like, I've just been kind of like really loving posting every day. Like, I've loved, you know, creating this narrative around my art every day and kind of like showing people like, oh, this is one side of it and this is the other side of it, but this is who I am and this is how it affects my art and blah blah blah. So I've been pushing this like narrative through my posts, and it's so nice. Like, it's like creating the world that is in my head, but like now it's on social media. So and I feel really, really wonderful that everybody is invited into that world now and everybody can see it. So yeah, I'm really excited. My next steps going forward are kind of like to keep making art. For money, I will continue to freelance. And also, one other part of my career, this is unrelated to my painting and fine art sort of stuff, but I'm also training in UI UX, and I've actually designed quite a few websites till now, and I'm taking a course. So once I'm done my UI UX course, then I'm planning to, create more of a presence. Then I'm planning to, create more of like a portfolio for UI UX and get some work through there. Somehow website design is also something of a nod to like my childhood, because when I was a kid I used to just like make websites all the time. It would be such a fun hobby of mine. And when I was around 6 or 7, I actually like self-taught myself some HTML and CSS, and I was just, you know, coding little things on all of these little website builders and on Neopets Guilds. I don't know if anybody remembers that or even knows what that is, but you could code in there, so I was on there. And also like MySpace and stuff. So that was just an era. But I recently realized through my last job that, you know, website design is also something that I love. So for work, like as a skill, and for money, like, yes, I'm going to continue to do that. But the other part of me is like, my art is just like, and when I talk about my art, I mean like my paintings and stuff. That's just like a pure reflection of what's going on in my mind. So I am so happy that I'm putting that out there and people are responding and loving it. So I'm really happy. So all I have to say is like, go for your dreams, live your life, and don't be scared. Like, be courageous and take the first step. Have faith in yourself. Like, you gotta really have faith in yourself. And also, no matter how many people try and shoot you down for it, like, try and really clearly meditate on your vision, like what you see yourself doing. Make that very clear to yourself, because if it's not clear to yourself, then it's really hard to set goals. It's really hard to take a step forward every day, a purposeful step forward every day. So yeah, I would say just make a clear vision and follow your heart, kids. It's not foo-foo shit. Follow your heart. You got this. Love you.